I blamed God for taking my husband, but he surprised me. You won't believe what happened. Entwined in the labyrinthine dance of matrimony for a staggering 41 years, my husband and I share a narrative that transcends the linear confines of time. The roots of our connection delve into the annals of history, a symphony woven by the camaraderie of our fathers, bound as war comrades. From the tapestry of youth, we etched the contours of familiarity. A harmonious melody underscored our journey, peppered with sporadic disagreements, but predominantly swathed in the hues of contentment. However, the chiaroscuro of our bliss was abruptly eclipsed when the spectre of a rare form of cancer unveiled itself upon my husband's 65th year. A cacophony of treatments echoed, a desperate bid to stave off the relentless advance of the malignant intruder, yet the cancer persisted, rendering our arsenal impotent. Despite the adversity, the tapestry of our love persisted, an unwavering thread weaving through the fabric of inevitability, until the day he transcended the threshold of mortal existence. In the twilight of his earthly sojourn, his parting words lingered in the air, a poetic soliloquy uttered from the confines of his bed, encircled by the familial embrace. He spoke of going home, a promise of a reunion shrouded in the ethereal. Holding his hand until its warmth dissipated, the irrevocable truth of his departure settled upon my consciousness. The doctor, a spectral conductor, orchestrating the final rites, encased him in a body bag, and I became the reluctant companion on his journey to the abode of the undertaker. In the wake of that fateful night, the tempest of grief unleashed its torrents, an inundation that found voice in curses hurled towards the celestial orchestrator. The love that had been the lodestar of my life was now an indelible absence, leaving a void echoing with the agonizing silence of loss. In the abyss of months that followed, life metamorphosed into a monochromatic expanse devoid of meaning. The rhythmic cadence of regular meals became a distant echo, exercise a forgotten ritual, and the yearning to reunite with my husband eclipsed all else. The tendrils of depression snaked their insidious grip, ensnaring not only my essence, but also tendriling into the tapestry of connections with my progeny. Every nook and cranny of the house morphed into a poignant tableau, each whispering a melancholic ode to his absence, a symphony of nostalgia that reverberated in the hollows of my heart, further unravelling my already frail health. After an ephemeral span that seemed an eternity, a flicker of resilience beckoned me towards the park, a once hallowed ground of shared moments. The lakeside seats, witness to myriad conversations, embraced me with as I approached, a spectral figure occupied the seat, an apparition evanescent in nature. The quivering veil of sorrow prompted a tearful interlude, a poignant reflection on a past that seemed to magnify my profound solitude. Abruptly, the figure materialized once more, standing by the lake in spectral solidarity. Puzzlement coursed through me, intertwining with the sharp sting of chest pain that brought me to my knees. The ensuing oblivion embraced me, and when the ephemeral grasp of consciousness was restored, a luminous vortex beckoned, a radiant whirlwind that cradled me without harm. Uncertain of its destination, I traversed a tunnel, emerging on the other side. A visceral wave of love engulfed me, a sentiment defying articulation. Amidst this ethereal embrace, a familiar voice resonated, my own, an incessant litany of curses hurled towards the divine, an expression of remorse for the hurtful utterances directed at my husband and progeny. The crescendo of amplified voices threatened to engulf me, propelling me into a fervent prayer for absolution. Miraculously, the cacophony dissipated, leaving in its wake a newfound tranquility, a peace born from the crucible of forgiveness. Immersed in an otherworldly realm, I stood ensconced at the foot of a resplendent throne, a brilliance that receded like a vanishing whisper. From the dissipating radiance emerged a figure, their form initially obscured, a nebulous silhouette seated upon the throne. A voice resonated, acknowledging the festering sentiments of resentment etched upon my countenance. This enigmatic entity, the harbinger of my celestial sojourn, admitted to orchestrating my presence here, an admission laced with trepidation. With the confessional floodgates flung open, I bared my soul, attributing the searing loss of my husband to the unseen forces that orchestrated this cosmic encounter. He, the cornerstone of my existence, had been wrenched away, leaving me in the desolation of an existential void. The entity, in a moment of cosmic transparency, disclosed that they had summoned him to this ethereal realm, his earthly odyssey deemed complete, his aspirations, intricately woven into the tapestry of life, had found fulfillment. A marital union with his soulmate and the nurture of progeny, conceived in the crucible of our shared love. Curiosity ablaze, I beseech the entity to grant me a fleeting glimpse of him. The cosmic puppeteer, whom I now identified as God, acquiesced, spiriting me through the celestial expanse. We traversed realms adorned with breathtaking lakes and meandering pastures, the crescendo culminating in the unveiling of our heavenly abode, a spectral mirror of our terrestrial dwelling. There, amidst the celestial tapestry, I beheld my husband, a custodian of heavenly blossoms. Emboldened by the divine, I approached him, calling out his name. He turned, an expression of bewilderment etched upon his ethereal visage, questioning the enigma of my presence. Confounded, I articulated my perplexity, and with a sternness that transcended celestial realms, he insisted that it was not my time. Urging me to return for the sake of our earthly progeny, he reassured me of an imminent reunion, sealing the vow with a gentle kiss upon my cheek. A resurgence of consciousness ensued at the fringes of a terrestrial park, a park ranger extending assistance as temporal disorientation clung to my senses. Despite the illusion of an extended divine colloquy, a mere declining the proffered medical succor, I embarked on a homeward journey, a narrative still intertwined with the mystique of the divine. In the ensuing months, a gradual acclimatization transpired, weaving the strands of normalcy back into the fabric of my existence. The labyrinth of the past half-decade unfurled challenges, each birthday marking the passage of fleeting time. Embracing the belief that my husband awaits in the celestial realm, the anticipation of an impending reunion becomes a beacon, a hope that kindles the prospect of an eternal togetherness.